And we are live. Hello, folks. Welcome to a new series of Sonadow Plays. Today we're going to be going into the wonderful world of Ace Attorney, and with me is my lovely girlfriend Nicole. You know better as I am Shadow007. Say hi, hon.
Hi.
Now the twist with this is I've played these games a couple of times before and watched the anime quite a few times, so I know how most of these cases go. However, she doesn't. So
Well, I've seen the entire anime with you.
yeah, but the anime was abridged compared to the actual games.
I know.
So, while we're playing through this, unless she's critically stuck, she's going to be the one trying to figure things out. And I'll jump in if necessary. Hell, I might get stuck too, because I've not played these games in a while. So,
And just so you know, because I have to figure this out, that means I'm telling you guys in the chat, no spoilers.
yes, no spoilers from the public gallery, please.
Yes.
They're saying to up your mic.
Hello?
Hold on, I'll turn you up a bit. Yeah, me a second.
Technical difficulties, am I right?
Yes, technical difficulties. Okay, let's see.
3.
Discord. Okay.
Hello? Mic check? Any better?
I think you're a bit louder. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. I just had the music on mute since, well, it would get pretty annoying while we were waiting. So let's put the music back
Yeah.
up. And jump into our first case, the first Turnabout.
Oh, goody.
And similar to Undertale, we'll be voicing it all the way through. Oh,
Yeah.
but our throats are gonna hurt after this.
Well, yours is not mine.
Hey, there's female characters too, you know.
I'm just saying is all.
Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this! I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it.
Well, way to give away the villain.
Well, it's similar to Columbo, where you know who the villain is.
Yeah.
Hold on, apparently your mic's still low. Hold on, I'm going to go into Discord settings.
Fuck's sake. Yes, we know, Wushi. Now, shush. Please.
Try now.
Mic check. Hello?
One more time.
Hello? Mic check.
Let's see. Okay. I've got you up pretty much as high as you can go, so I don't know what the problem is.
Well, I don't know what it is. Oh, I'm on my phone, guys, so.
Uh,
And, like, I'm on. I don't know what else you want me to do. So, sorry.
Let's see. Bear with me, folks. It could be something with Discord.
Do I have to go on my fucking Yeti again? Like, my Yeti, probably.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out.
I'll go on my laptop. Fine. It's alright.
Alright. We'll be right back, folks.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Say something?
I was just saying hello. Is it better now?
For some reason,
What?
for some reason, the volume bar in OBS is quite low. I don't know what's causing that.
I don't know either.
Just bear
I'm
with
on
me.
my Yeti, so.
Bear with me.
Fucking hell.
Try again.
Hello? Mic check? Is it better now?
No. It's not her mic settings. I can hear her perfectly fine.
It's not my mic, it's OBS. Being a bitch.
It's that or Discord. One of the two.
Hold on. You can still hear me okay, right?
I can hear you fine, but I don't know if the rest can hear you okay.
How is it now? Like I'm really close to it right now. Like it's like so close I can like practically like deep throat it.
Charming. Okay. I think I'll turn down the volume on Ace Attorney then a little bit.
Yeah, just do that. Because
Yeah, because can't be at this all day.
yeah, I know. I'm getting a little bit impatient.
You're not the only one. I'm the host.
I know.
Okay. And I'll lower my mic a little just to compensate, okay?
Alright.
Okay. Let's get back to this then.
Yeah.
Okay. August 3rd, 9:47 p.m. District Court. Oh wait, I need to give you the screen share again.
I can see it.
You can? Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Boy, am I nervous.
Right?
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Phew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
Favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over!
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die!
It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty! Tell them I'm guilty! Give me the death sentence! I ain't afraid to die! What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished! Finished! I can't live in a world without her! I can't! Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me! Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was... you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. In 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And that I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court. Courtroom number 2.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial would decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Larry Butts.
Yep. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report to cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No! No way! I forgot!
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Oh, of course. I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Cindy.
Autopsy report. Time of death, July 31st, 4 to 5 p.m. Cause of death?
Cause of blunt trauma. Cindy.
Just
press the tab key to check it at any time, okay?
Even though I'm using a controller?
Yeah. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Cindy Stone.
Cinderblock. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
With the blunt object.
She was struck.
That's not the judge. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor?
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Now that's part of the court record.
Okay. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the controller to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
I wouldn't count on it. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them days before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it. Lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. A passport for the United States of...
I'll say the passport, right.
A passport for the US, even though Phoenix Wright's set in Japan?
Yep.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude! No way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. Don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I?
Stop him.
My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, hey, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Larry, for fuck's sake.
Larry Butts, more like Harry Butts.
Ugh. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy. This is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do?
Stop him.
You sure?
Wait. Well, he has a habit of running his mouth, so... Wait, hold on. Stop him, I guess?
I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness to prove that you did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sott to the stand. Mr. Sott, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes!
Mr. Sott, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Okay.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead! I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally, that's true. The phone that Mr. Sott used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your, parcel?
Per usual.
Ah.
Okay. From noon to 6. Got it.
That's when the power was out, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes? Yes, Your Honor?
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony.
Hold on, I think I just figured out what the problem was with the sound.
Really?
For some reason, the volume on my OBS was down, for whatever reason, even though I never set it to be down. So,
okay.
Hold on, folks, let me just do some adjusting here. want to say something?
Hello?
There we go. Folks, I can
Wow.
Folks, I deeply apologize for that.
Wow.
Yeah, for some reason OBS's volume was way down, and I don't know why.
Well, we at least know what to do next time.
Yeah, we do.
Anyway.
Okay, let me just turn up the game just a little bit since you're louder now. Okay, where's the sound mixer? Open volume mixer, blah blah blah. I'll just cut this out in the post edit.
Cut the entire beginning out in the post edit.
No, because then that'll cut most of the trial out.
Oh, like, not most of it, but like, you know, the whole technical difficulties thing.
That's the joys of streams, you have technical difficulties in them.
Even so, it's like, not worth it. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record with your controller, then point at the contradictions in the testimony. Oh, fuck.
Right, so what you can do here is you can press a piece of the testimony or present evidence that you think is contradictory to what he said, okay? Sometimes
Well, the thing is, since you're using a controller, not the PC, I can't really see what the evidence says. I only see, like, you know...
Well, just ask me if you want to see the evidence.
Alright.
Right, so sometimes pressing can get you more information out of the witness, and if you present a piece of evidence on a piece of testimony that's contradictory, that'll advance it, okay?
Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
Press or present.
What's the difference?
Again, pressing doesn't have any consequences, but it can give you more information sometimes.
Press.
Hold it! Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of it. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looks suspicious. So, what happens next?
Press.
Hold it! Half open, you say. Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next? Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment.
Press.
Hold it! What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains here because they're there. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead. Again, you don't have to press or present. You can just skip ahead if you think it's irrelevant.
There's no consequences, you said?
There's no consequences for pressing, but raising an objection against something that's not contradictory will get you a penalty. You see that bar up at the top right? That's your health bar.
Yeah, I see it, yeah. No, keep going.
I quelled in fright and found myself unable to go inside.
Okay. Go on. You thought to call the police. Press. No. Fuck.
You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next?
Okay. The phone wasn't working because of the blackout. Press.
Hold it! Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. and being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Ah, right. What time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
Present. There's a contradiction.
Ah.
Yes.
Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Objection! I love his objection. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sartre, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
That's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. E through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
All right.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a videotape of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
Yeah, about that.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one.
You heard the time. Press.
Hold it! You said heard? No, not saw? Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying that you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Present. There was a blackout.
Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sartre?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sartre, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning.
Which is actually illegal. That would be contempt of court.
These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
That, and you seem rather...
Oh, sorry, that's not...
That, Judge.
Oops, that, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sartre. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Right?
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
It wasn't a clock, though. It was the statue.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a clock.
Actually, I didn't hear the time.
Yes. No, don't press over. Keep going. Going. There. Present the statue.
Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? Oh, you with your objections and your evidence. Just do it. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck of the switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Help.
You want help?
Yes.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he
Went into the apartment. Wait. Yeah, went to the apartment.
You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I'll prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, please continue.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, Classy, dude. Shut up! I hate you! It was him! I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should burn! Give him death!
Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright!
Yes, Your Honor?
You claim the sound that the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely the clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
Try sounding the clock.
Let's sound the clock now, here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sott heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sott, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing.
How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that,
You don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that?
Passport.
I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness, unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sott.
No.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
Well, he ain't wrong there.
Grr, I almost had him.
Sorry, Larry. I failed you. I was just kidding about the lawyer thing, by the way. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sott.
Mia? I mean, Chief!
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think!
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. That doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? You think of a reason as to why the clock was 3 hours slow? Yes, it's the passport.
Wait! Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder? Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Passport.
Take that!
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. there. It's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since her returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sott? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Dead!
Heh.
Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but the court finds the defendant Mr. Larry Butts. Yay!
Boot.
And with that, the court is adjourned.
It turns out that Frank Sott was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sott let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sott grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew! Still can't believe we won!
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
I ain't saying she a gold digger, but, congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Harry Butts. Yes, you. I can proudly see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent.
Well, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present.
A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that just make you want to cry? Larry.
Are you so sure?
Squeeze me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah. You don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Statue. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. Never really know if our clients are innocent or guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. Unless you're the Me Too movement. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Ever. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink on a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah. Part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. So that was the tutorial trial.
Yeah, I know it was.
A brand new episode.
Turnabout.
Do you say something there?
I was saying episode 2, Turnabout Sisters.
Yep. Yes, of course I do.
Yeah. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya. Me. Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold the evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's clock. Clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. I always liked toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't really talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. You come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in the pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. Could go for a good burger. Okay. Hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. I'll be waiting, Maya.
At least I got a break.
Jump!
Yes, Nana-kun, I know there's an MLP version of Ace Attorney. I actually had a very tiny role in it. I was a bailiff.
Yeah, and not just that, but like there's like other more MLP X Ace Attorney crossovers. It's like, yeah.
Everybody knows Turnabout Storm. Seriously, that was really good.
Yeah, it was. And it worked for a My Little Pony crossover of all things.
Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye and Cole Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Faye, you are a poor liar, and I hate liars. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
You are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful.
My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. And
Why?
And like Columbo, it reveals who the murderer was.
Red, white, blue. Mia, why didn't you dodge?
September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Faye and Cool Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office.
Examine. Move.
That smell. Blood. That's Maya.
Yes.
Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you?
This is where we meet Maya.
The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief.
Examine.
Yeah, see when it goes yellow? That's something you can examine.
Anchor.
It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic this became the murder weapon. Again. And when you've already examined something, it's marked for check.
Check Maya. Mia, I mean.
Chief, it's hard to see her like this. If there's any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, must have been the murder weapon.
Flash shards.
Must be pieces of the glass slide stand lying broken in the back of the room. Flash shards. Something else seems like a clue here. Piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand.
Receipt.
What could it be? A word written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store, dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here.
Okay. Wouldn't there be...
The girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! You didn't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here.
Maya. Maya Fey.
Maya Faye? Maya! So Mia was writing that girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt.
That's my name! Why? How would she write my name?
Please, just calm down.
Why would Sis write my name?
Uh-oh, now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. Right, I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window. Ah, it was me.
Alright.
She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand.
Okay, so we know that.
The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police!
Gumshoe!
Alright, I'm Detective Stuart Dick Gumshoe, see?
Gumshoe? What an odd name.
We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder.
Must have been that woman I saw.
Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay?
Great. Just great. Maya. Wait, she wouldn't have... Nah.
Whoa! Excuse me?
Eek.
The word Maya here mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note with her own blood, see?
Are you talking like one of the Three Stooges?
With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
Where? I'm not...
Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am.
What?
Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal.
Oh. It's you. Lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning. She looks so tired.
Are you going to be my attorney?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Of course I will.
First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up!
Really?
Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She You look sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it?
No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it.
Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought...
Okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you.
Heard? Heard what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Oh, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia...
I know.
There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
What's with that outfit?
Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training.
A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder?
Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes. The clock shaped like the thinker.
The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case?
Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. Your cell phone?
So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it.
Right. Oh. Just remembered that detective took my cell phone.
Come sure.
Free. Sorry.
Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Dick, I'll ask him for it.
I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks.
Okay. And the spirit medium.
And the day of the crime's been updated as well, there's no check.
Okay. Oh, right, okay.
So you're an acolyte, medium in training?
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course. It was a mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too.
I had no idea. Wait,
What?
so you're a real honest-to-God spirit medium, with ESP and all that?
Yes. In training.
Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her.
I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter?
I was wondering, can I ask you a favor? This is the address of the famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. You think you can go ask him to represent me?
Of course. Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much! I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me.
Thank you. Trial's tomorrow at 10.
What, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
He told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
What will when will that happen?
You're giving me until 4 this afternoon.
And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard.
No, it's okay. I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office?
It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister.
Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Okay. Now we go see Marvin Grossberg.
Oh yeah, Grossberg!
September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Guess we go back to Finko. Yep. When you see the time pop up, you know that's when you've made the right move. September 6th,
okay.
Finko Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all bustily searching for clues.
Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you?
No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry?
Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right?
He was proven innocent. Right. And you were...
Detective Gumshoe.
Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe?
Right, at your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick.
Hey, Dick, get over here.
Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick.
Phew! He thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Let's see if we present him with the note.
Yeah.
I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone?
Oh, that? I have that.
Do you think you could give it back?
Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
Uh-oh, he's on to me.
All straight.
I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me.
Something the matter?
Oh, no, it's just, detective.
Nope, I know nothing, pal.
That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. Cell phone holds all little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets.
You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory.
Impressive. You're quite the detective.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here. You can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious calls recorded on there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Well, we already heard the recorded conversation.
Yeah.
About Miss Fade, did you do an autopsy?
You want to know the results, sir? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all.
About Maya.
Yeah? I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win.
Why did you say that?
The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution.
Edgeworth?
I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all.
I guess I've asked all the questions I need to.
You all done, pal?
Yeah, thank you. I'll be heading out now.
Oh, wait! One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyery ways, pal.
Come to think of it, I'd completely forgotten about her. The witness?
Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her.
Well, you just told me her name, doofus. Miss May, huh? So you've sent her home already, then?
You're trying to get your lawyery tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial.
So she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information.
You got that right, pal.
Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Prosecutor Edgeworth.
That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you know him, don't you?
Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. Terminator? He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict.
Oh, don't talk about him that way. You made him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case.
So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Okay. Gatewater Hotel? Yeah. Clever.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Just... Never mind, false alarm.
Everything all right?
I heard my dog walking around. I thought he needed to go outside. That's all good.
Okay. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Again, clever name.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can be part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Okay, let's have a little bit of examination.
That's suspicious.
There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want me to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Stuart says your April May voice is perfect.
Thanks.
Okay. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Oh, observe. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Better not encourage her. You know the thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please?
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy.
I'll be right back again.
Okay. Oy. If I remember in the anime, they gave April May a bit of an anime twang. I mean,
Yeah.
rarity twang. Oh,
Well, not really. She still had an American accent to her.
it was, yeah, but sometimes there was some very slight parts.
Yeah, true.
Is that you back?
I guess. Yeah, I'm back.
Could you just, who exactly are you?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No! Hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well? No. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Hey, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. Let's see if Grossberg's back yet. Yes, seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard.
So, you're the one they say has been looking for me?
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yeah, well, yes.
And what did you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed.
Not busy. How come no one can get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am. Here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey.
Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go talking cases on days' notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry.
What's going on? You refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see.
But the client is Mia Faye's sister.
Mia trusted. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Oh, whoops. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere.
Not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've got nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? That's quite a painting.
Ah, yes, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you.
It was interesting.
It's not for sale.
Rolf's tractor is not for sale.
Oh, God.
I'm not buying. Jeez. How did you know Mia Faye?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
Try the detention center again. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention center. Visitor's room. Hiya.
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones.
What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? He been abandoned then.
What about your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know? So she could still be alive?
Women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual powers runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I'd become independent or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her. All by herself up in that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim.
Wow, so what happened?
The case was solved, he thought.
You thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had been all carried on in secret, of course. But the man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped in on it big time. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me? White?
What was his name? My sister told me.
White.
It's a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? No.
Defend her.
I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Huh? Why? I can't abandon you.
No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
It's so kind of you. So precious.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes. I trust you. You trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So, what's next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? Because when I tried to look in the drawer, she got all defensive. There has to be something in there.
Good afternoon, sir.
Excuse me, you are...
Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir.
Oh, right.
I've just come up to deliver room service, sir.
Do you know where Miss May might be?
Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy.
Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come up here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit.
Ah, I almost forgot.
Ah! You came back quick.
Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned.
Oh, right, sure. Mr. White? Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name?
Right. What was his name? Sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Alright, what the fuck's in here? There's a screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. Huh? What do we have here? A wiretap! What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, and I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake, I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy. There?
Uh-oh. Time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court! To be continued.
Damn.
Yes, of course I would. You can do the announcement. I need to give my voice a break.
November 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 1.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss May, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer of the scene, Detective Gumshoe.
Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in the charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here, and the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record.
Okay.
Now, Detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
Okay. I best with this one.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment, you say?
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination? What? Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Huh. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
We're calling bluffs now?
That's what lawyers do.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. So we gotta press them on every detail?
Okay, yeah.
Hold it! Who did you say you got a call from?
Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene.
Okay. I pressed. I'm not sure if it did much, though. Right. Please continue.
There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Hold it! Are you absolutely sure it was us?
Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene.
Clever. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care.
I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, blah blah blah.
A witness.
Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it.
You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she's just pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes.
Gah!
Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I cross-examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. The lab results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
All right, you're up.
Okay. Press it?
Press?
No, wait. Yeah, press.
Hold it! And did you find any evidence?
Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting to the good part.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Just keep pressing. I'm still.
Hold it! Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it.
Then who did write it, smarty pants?
Who?
The killer?
The killer! Anyone can see that.
Oh. You're saying that the killer wrote her own name, buddy? Please.
No. Fuck, I messed up.
She was framed.
Objection. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Ha! I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written in that memo you found.
Press, I guess?
Did you have proof it was Mia who wrote that?
Of course I do, pal.
Uh-oh. You sounded pretty confident. This might not be good.
Press?
What kind of tests were these again?
Huh? What kind of? Well, I hear they take the little bits in the blood, the hermogoblins? Hermogoblin goblin? I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir.
Detective Gumshoe,
Yeah?
I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you.
Oh!
That was a mess.
Right, where was I?
Oh yeah. Blood was dry, isn't it? No, because that was on the thinker.
Again, remember, you don't have to press. You can just skip if you think it's irrelevant.
I'd say irrelevant. Yes. Wait. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
But
She was hit by the blunt object, so it was instantaneous death.
objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note? That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it! Who else could have?
Mm-mm. You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But...
No butting your way out of this one, Detective.
Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down.
Objection! Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? It was the day after.
Day after.
It was the day after the murder.
The prosecution's point being...
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have the time to write Maya. That is all.
I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say?
The detective was a sham?
Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report?
I thought...
Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that.
I'm sorry, sir.
Your fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month.
What?
Poor Gumshoe.
Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes.
Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Let the witness, Miss April, may take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent?
You've not met Dahlia Hawthorne, have you?
Oh, God. Witness, your name, please?
April May! At your service, Ink.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aw, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room? I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fane Co. law offices.
That's right, big boy.
Please testify the court about what you saw.
was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. One attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. That girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. The woman with long hair. She kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any...
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
In her boobies?
Aye.
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. You dick. Hey! How dare you!
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes.
I'll
And
gladly...
judging by Go ahead.
What'd you say?
Go ahead.
I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. What'd you say?
I was gonna say, I think that's when we use the floor plans.
If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
It was 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know?
You've already said this, you don't have to repeat it. Just let me know if you want to, skip or press or whatever.
Can I see the evidence, please? No. 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 Nope. Nope. Okay, she's clean. And then I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Press.
Hold it! The woman with long hair? That was Mia Fey?
Mm-hmm. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing.
Your thing? And the person attacking her?
The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Sitting in the chair. Press.
How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right.
I question it.
Hold on a minute. This testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that...
You saw nothing. Wait, no. Yeah, yeah. Wait, help.
I think it's your lying.
Yeah, you're lying.
Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Mia Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed like that way on the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Ugh! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all that trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her.
I think this is where we present the floor plans. Okay. I did see everything! I did! The victim, the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And then she hit her with that weapon. I saw it! I did! That clock, that kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think? Well, does that accuracy of my report not startle you? See?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
I did. Okay. I keep going. Press.
Hold it. Is that right, as in you're right, or as you look from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue.
Press.
Hold it! How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun.
What happened then?
Press.
Hold it! Where did this weapon come from?
He picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it?
Thinker. Press.
Hold it! A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Her previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. So this was a testimony in her own words. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Back to that bit.
Okay. Present. No one would. Glass?
This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly is that evidence and statement now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all.
Ah!
Mr. Wright, please think of the facts over before making accusations.
Help.
Help.
I got nothing, I'm sorry.
Objection!
Duh.
Miss May.
She saw everything. She saw the glass breaking.
Yeah, but how would she know it was a clock? Because remember, Maya took everything out of it.
Right, that's right.
Mia.
Right.
What you said
Sorry,
just now
my
was
bad.
quite revealing.
Revealing? Oh, you like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer?
You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in a much same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Order! Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Oh,
Objection! The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Objection! But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before.
Well, only once.
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
Phew, that's close.
If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How do you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fay & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... It couldn't have rung.
Couldn't have rung.
Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. But it's empty.
Yes.
That clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly...
Just take a look. Right now.
Oh,
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
it's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It's as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
That?
Well, Miss May?
Tisk.
Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, you must ask when the clockwork was removed. It was after the witness heard the clock. There was no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Yes, he can.
Oh, impossible, of course.
I have proof.
What?
A phone.
Yep. Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening.
On recording.
And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves that when the clockwork removed is... boop. Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defense's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order!
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention? Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it?
The detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella.
You're not kidding, Phoenix. He gets the short end of the stick in this series.
Let's hear the conversation.
Oh, you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? I had to take the clockwork out, sorry.
September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Beep. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I got so many. It was crowded. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense.
Does the defense have any objections? You fucking bet.
Yeah, it was made.
The witness claims she'd seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce the evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
Made by Larry Butts.
It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today?
Oh. To you, porcupine head! That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it! Die!
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh? Oh? Silly me. Did I, like, lose it? Yes, I did.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because...
You had heard about it.
The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There was no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Wiretap.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Wiretap.
Take that! Have a look at this.
That...
I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Miefe's phone, were you not? Objection.
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous! Does the defense truly claim that the wiretap was tapping her phone?
Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that?
I think not.
Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple.
What?
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. The message again.
Yep. Cell phone.
I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What is it this time? A clock. It's made to look like a statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time.
Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
I...
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up! All of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's not fair! All of you ganging up on me like that! Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow.
Help.
Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question!
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy-tapping irrelevant?
Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation to the court? Can you prove that you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone?
Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Oh, you're not the first one who's thought that. And of course I can, and I will.
You can't be serious. No way!
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know? Like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee? I object. Coffee's meant to be hot.
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink.
Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder.
No! They're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on. Think of something.
Help.
The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunk quite low enough already.
Objection! I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. This is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do?
Accept the condition.
Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Fuck's sake, he's still got the tea set?
Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir.
I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished.
Okay. Go on. Press.
Hold it! Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone?
Absolutely, sir.
How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I...
The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then?
She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir.
Press.
Hold it! 9 o'clock on the dot, you say?
Yes.
I can confirm that the details several times. She was watching a program on the TV, and she wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder.
I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course.
Go on.
And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I don't see anything suspicious yet. Or I could be lost. Yeah.
You sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
How come you're so very certain?
Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embracer, sir.
Embracer. Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir. It's not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Finally, you understand. The bellboy had absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I?
Protest.
Wait! Please wait!
Yes, does the defense have something to add?
one last question. Let me ask one last question.
Objection.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay. This is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask him about?
It's between the check-in and the room service. Help.
Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May.
Oh, all right. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, however, so it was a disappointment, really.
I see. Excuse me? What exactly was a disappointment?
Well, I am not without charm, sir, but even I have little chance with the lover there.
What did he say?
Huh?
What did you say?
Rather, quite.
Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
Objection.
I object.
That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Oh, yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. You fool!
That's omitting information.
Yep. Again, contempt of court. I've done it. I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, didn't you see that man in the room?
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold it impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
Simple. It was...
Well,
The
duh.
man with... Yeah.
the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of another man from this court.
Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. And am I understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all for today, for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
So that's day one of the trial.
Stop here because her voice sounds really tired.
I can go on.
Be right back. I need to check on my dog.
Okay. My voice is tired, but I'd rather not stop in the middle of a case. Not my fault the majority of the cast in this game is male. Ugh.
Ah, my poor vocal cords.
Okay.
Alright.
Mr. Wright! We're amazing in there!
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
And again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. I agree.
Ugh, be quiet, you.
No.
Ugh. Edgeworth is our husbando. Huh?
S. That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. Sent shivers up my spine.
Said shivers up your spine too.
Yes.
If you say so.
But what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see. I agree with you.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
Lead?
That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Oh, sorry, that was you. Oh my god, maybe so.
You think he was the one who...
Maybe.
Yes.
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I wonder how much good this will do me at all now.
That's when we use the floor plans.
Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center, Visitors Room.
Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place like this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die! Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May.
No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head?
Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard.
So, what is it you wish to ask me then?
For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on.
No way, Jose.
Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone?
Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal.
Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May.
Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, Creep.
This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person.
Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer!
Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Right, she's obviously not going to talk. September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303.
Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself.
Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her, sir? Not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, as I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. Oops. If you have a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. Photo? Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely! And on the subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Wherever floats your tea set. Okay. Huh. Looks like Mr. Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Notice something?
Oh, the picture? Oh, the painting's gone.
Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of... Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting. Anyhow. What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. One has been written on pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident, Exhibition A. DL6 Incident, Exhibition B. Let's take a look at these.
Those will come later.
I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took? Yeah. I think I'll swap them. Hello, I'm Donald Trump. I mean Red White. I mean, the dub did make him sound like Donald Trump.
What's your name?
Okay. What? Oh yeah, the Japanese version. What's your name? Okay. We've got what we need. Take a look at this photo.
That's him, Detective.
I'm the lawyer.
Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is.
No, I don't.
Without a doubt, that's the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him?
An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about this.
Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit. So, from henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Oh, affidavit. Derp. Affidavit.
David.
Oops. Just hurry up and write it. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this.
You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone?
Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me.
Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart.
That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Have a look at this.
Look, I've said several times I'm not telling you. Did you?
Aha! A reaction. This is him, isn't it?
What? Who? When? Why?
It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder.
No, no, that's not right.
Nice try, Miss Cooperative.
Do you have proof that it was him?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, proof. Show me proof.
I'm so close. Could you have a look at this?
Yeah.
The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with. Who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb. If indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press.
What?
Even though he should have been a witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation.
Oh, fine. I'll talk. You win, lawyer.
Yes! Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive.
Are you pumping your fists in the air?
Now, tell me about the man you were with.
That man? He's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp.
Red White?
Blue!
Information gathering?
Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency.
So this is the man that was with you on the night of the murder.
I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her.
It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last! Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboys are different, discarded. September 7th, Blue Corp, Inc., CEO's office. What's with the surreal decor?
What's your name?
Well, welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giant-esque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring you into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with a wordily challenged. What a fruitcake! Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation from why you would have come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretary. What a shock it was to hear that what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Do.
Oh,
Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand, although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh, the police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We're a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I built this business up to the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp is named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder of CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fabulistic, is it not? There's something up been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? A big painting on the wall over there. Where did you get that painting? No idea. I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not have fully grasped your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney. What? Ugh. He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume. Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him why it is that painting of his hangs here. Perhaps he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now. Skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Hold on, I think my cat wants out. Perfect time.
I'll be right back too.
Okay. Cats. Okay. I'll wait till she's back. Whew. Oh, my throat's gonna be sore tomorrow. Ooh. Forgot how long this damn case was. Oh, man.
Marvin Grossberg, at your service.
Well, at least I got a break just now. Phew. Whew, man. Apologies for not talking right now. I do want to give my voice a rest while I can. Oh, man. One.
Back.
Welcome back.
You.
Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat.
Ahem! Jumping Jehoshaphat!
Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days.
I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess.
Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. So you came to see the trial?
Yes, I did.
Something was bothering me all
last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep.
Really? What was that?
Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl.
I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know.
A right, Mr. Right? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy.
He does seem rather troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit something has been bothering me.
Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy.
You see, it's just... a photo of Mr. White. Why would you have his photo, Mr. Grossberg?
Yes, well, it's been a long time since then.
A long time ago?
I'm sorry, but I think not.
I think you still have ties to Mr. White even today.
Really? Whatever gave you that idea? What connection could I possibly have to an individual such as he?
Pretty straightforward, actually. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll be right back.
Again?
It's my dog.
Right.
Alright, it's my dog this time.
Oy. I'll make sure to cut these dead air bits out.
Okay.
Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp. Red White's office.
So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting.
Mr. Grossberg, tell me what happened.
Red White is a man who makes a living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now.
15 years?
All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed.
Name on the back of the photographs.
As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Meyer because of this.
White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. No, Nanakun, I'm not going to finish the whole game today, just to the end. After this case, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. but arresting Red White would be nigh on impossible.
Impossible? Why?
He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, politicians.
What?
They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years.
What is the DL6 incident?
DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium.
Medium?
Her name was Misty Fay.
Faye!
Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud.
This is what Maya was talking about the other day.
I did all I could for her in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident.
Why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg?
The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It makes sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know, but one person found out. I told him.
You told White?
He offered me riches. It's an embarrassment to me now, because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. And this time, the offer was blackmail.
I see.
White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you'd still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office.
Mia's office?
She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found.
It's funny. Looking in this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? A to I, obviously. Let's see if there's a record in this. Which is my eye. A, B, F. Misty Fate! That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look?
I have tarnished the Fae name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself this way. Using the power that runs my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, the lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is...
The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. W. White! The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Better examine the other one as well. Through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of those. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest parts here all in S. Suicide? Ew. There's a collection of suicide reports. They're politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. There we you go, we got something.
Yep.
I found this in Mia's files.
So she was investigating Red White as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court.
Not a bad idea. The bellboy seems to be out. Huh? Sound of water coming from the shower.
La-di-da, money making, I got the money making blues.
Someone seems to be enjoying washing the showers. Simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. A bottle and 2 glasses and the rest on the table. I better not touch them. No telling what the bellboy would do to me. Screwdriver is still stuck in the drawer. I better not touch it. No telling what the bellboy would do to me. A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. Nice weather again today. I can see the Fane Cola offices, of course. Guess I can't do anything here right now. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent? This is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. The company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. You do this one.
Oh, Secretary's office, hello?
Mr. Wrong will be leaving now.
Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away.
Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. White. Excuse me? What I should be doing is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was on to you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Ugh.
Secretary's office.
We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office.
Of course, sir. One moment, please. White?
White?
White, that...
And you? What are you doing calling me a dime like this?
Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow.
What's this about?
The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify.
What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court.
quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man standing right in front of me, he looks dazed but could be violent. What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White? Oh, Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you! I'll point the finger at you, and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept, they can't even make you look competent. I feel faint.
Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir.
Ah, Butts! Harry Butts! Right, actually. Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was the murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey.
What?
Take this despicable human into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea.
Right. Mr. Wright.
Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention.
It's now, yes. It's all thanks to you.
Now I'm afraid we switched places.
What? I mean, you...
I explained what happened to Maya.
Don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother? My sister? Now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do?
Well, you could cheer for me in court.
Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader?
Huh? Yeah, like that.
Alright, leave it to me.
Huh?
I better go get my uniform and some pom-poms.
Wait.
What?
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
No way.
No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway.
I can just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind.
Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two.
Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case, with the true culprit appearing as a star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. Whew. Okay, one more day in trial and that's it.
Okay.
Forgot how long these games are.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, so I think in each episode we'll just stick to doing one trial per episode.
Yeah.
Okay, before we start the final day, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay. So, how's everyone doing today? That's good.
I'm back. Alright, let's go. Last day. Give myself a drink of water. Thankfully, more females appear in later trials.
Oh, goody.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Ah, the Phoenix, look.
Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. White. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There is no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that we can do is hope to get every defendant declared guilty. So I make my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed.
Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix?
Well, the court will be starting soon.
What? But wait.
The defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not.
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this. Yeah, because these games were originally set in Japan, they still use the Japanese court system, so you're guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah.
Unlike most of the Western world, where it's innocent until proven guilty.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this?
Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself.
Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime.
I see. The prosecution may call its witness.
That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. I Again, my sincerest apologies to the court.
Excellent, Mr. Redworth. I appreciate your demeanor.
Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere.
I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my
You wish to know the title of my personage?
Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear,
Do my locutions confused?
name!
These two are great together. My name is Red White, while my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp.
Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey?
That would be a negatory. No, I did not.
You were at the Gatewater Hotel on the night of the murder?
Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know?
Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony.
If I can rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. If I can't rip it, I mean. I know I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. And that's when I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over when she, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and it was all over.
If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe.
Going. Oh. Going. Press.
Hold it! A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume.
You see. Continue.
Press.
So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of the windows at night. No snoop. Yeah, right. You've made a career out of snooping. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair.
Yes.
Spiky-haired? Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer.
Yes?
What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've already been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. I've always been proud of my eyesight, I mean. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes? 40. 40? Don't add them together!
I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good.
Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway?
And what did you do then?
I called Miss May over when she... Oh, yeah.
Press.
What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Faye office phone? Objection.
Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand.
I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fey woman.
You'd make a good politician, Mr. White.
Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente.
Yeah, not for long. Please continue.
The victim, she...
That's contradicting to what Miss May said. Like she saw move to the right, but then victim dodged an attack and then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck.
Nope, nothing. The music didn't... Your Honor, this statement contradicts this evidence.
I give up.
It does. I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh? Really?
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
Whoops, that didn't go so well. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened.
Of course. Comprende? I understand. The victim was attacked by you and she ran to the left.
Okay, that's why I should have done.
Yeah,
Fuck me.
it's always good to press first.
You gave
All right.
chase and struck her down.
Are you sure?
As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect.
I think there's a reason the English dub made this guy sound like Donald Trump.
I pressed before asking for the evidence. I really am a woman of the Me Too movement.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail?
The victim ran to the left as you gave chase.
And there it is.
That's where it is. Then she ran to the right.
Objection! Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave.
What is this?
You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran to the right.
Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her.
I think not. Look at this floor plan. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd?
Oh. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run to the left. So, he did witness the killing. Wait a second.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain the contradiction to the court?
Both are right.
Yeah.
Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once.
Ha! I doubt it.
Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts.
What?
Obviously, the witnesses were not viewing the crime from the hotel. Obviously the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel.
Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show this court where Mr. White was standing. Duh. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran to the door, if he was watching from this point, it would appear she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. This is where the killer was standing.
Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting?
Rapscallion. Objection.
The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor.
Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched.
Ho ho ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more?
Very well, let's hear your revised testimony.
Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Oh, really?
Yeah,
That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? I think a child could spot the contradiction there, pal.
That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony?
You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor.
pressing.
What do you mean by that? This is what I am about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient, it does not become you. Hey, buddy, you're an American too. Actually, you're both Japanese.
Yeah, I know.
When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left.
Press.
You alright?
I'm just tired, that's all.
Fair enough. What do you mean first? First, this is what comes before what happens next. You speak English, right? You do speak English, right? Please, sit back, relax. I'll try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left and then you hit her savagely. This is what I saw.
Press.
I didn't hit anyone! Now, Mr. Wright. There is no point in hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything!
Objection. The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Why is he mad at me? Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right.
Press.
What do you mean, next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. And that's all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Let's see.
No.
Yeah, she was hit once.
Ah.
Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Fake news? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told the court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you can ask the witness for a new testimony.
Objection. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite.
Objection! The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there is no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away.
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony...
The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White.
Mr. White?
Okay. This is fake news. It's a witch hunt. Blue Corp is the most successful industry in all the history of the world. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran to the door. Then you did her with a single blow. Flop!
this where the broken glass comes in?
I think so.
Flop indeed. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it's hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over.
Isn't this like where the receipt and the broken glass come in?
I think so.
I don't remember. Like, I honestly don't. Press.
You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over that scene. Oh,
Nix. Isn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah.
yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes.
It was a blind spot. That was it.
Exactly. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad.
The witness will revise his testimony.
Okay, of course. I am the most unfairly treated witness in history.
It was because the stand was at a blind spot. There's no way he could have seen it.
Exactly.
Floor.
As you can see, it was on the far left corner.
Yep. There's no way he could have seen it.
Objection! Mr. White. It is impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this.
Those are the floor plans to the scene of the murder.
Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, notice that the stand is not within the visible area.
I think I remember that.
Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity! Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards of glass as a light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Fake news! Oh, I'm gonna rant on my Twitter about this. Oh wait, Red White's been banned from Twitter.
Mr. White?
That's right.
Mr. White,
Adam.
you did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia, looks like we're about to get our verdict. Objection! That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Ugh, forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap?
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by whom? No, you wouldn't! Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Bay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw the accused, That's where I saw that accursed light stand. Oh, really?
Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
I see.
However, in the fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright theory for the Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is.
What about the receipt?
We'll get to that.
Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping.
Leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Really?
That's so.
So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound?
Correct. That is right.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine.
What am I supposed to do now?
Good luck, Phoenix.
Yes.
Do you have proof? Objection. Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right.
Yes.
Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Objection. Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And I know Edgeworth, and if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints.
If that's the case, that's where the receipt comes in.
Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I'd done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? Objection. This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand?
Yeah.
The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it! There's nothing there for me to press him on.
A receipt.
Oh, maybe he's rattled enough I can bluff something out of it. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo.
I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore.
Mr. Wright, are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Phoenix!
Oh, isn't that Grossberg?
No, it's Mia.
Oh, Phoenix, over here!
I know that voice. Mia?
Never give up, Phoenix.
What the? Mia? Oh. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating.
Ah, you're finally awake.
God! Dead!
Hey, Phoenix! Jack? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Ah! Maya channeled her.
You're... Maya?
Did you know that Fae women have strong psychic powers? And you accepted your defeat in the court. It appears that was enough of shock to awaken Maya's true powers.
So, Maya is shadowing you, Mia?
That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. I never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you.
But...
You don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You already won.
Huh?
You have the receipt in the court record, right?
Oh, yeah. The one you wrote Maya on?
Phoenix. White wrote that, not me.
So, what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? It's just a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th.
That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed.
Whoa!
Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony?
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
A week. He said he saw the stand the
That's
week.
me.
Right. Go ahead.
He said he saw the stand the week before the murder.
There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You're not. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it.
Right. September 9th, 1:16 p.m. District Court, Courtroom number 1.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather... Are you alright, Mr. Wright?
Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then let's start with where we left off.
Your Honor, there is nothing to get back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you.
But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Bam! You missed it. Go back.
No, I didn't.
The glass light stand. Yeah, there is.
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, could you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Well, a glass light stand. And the date of the purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder.
You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fane Call Law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Fake news! Well, Mr. White, you can't get out of this one, can you? No. It's impossible! Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. but I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Very well. Then that's all for the trial of...
Oh, god damn it, Edgeworth!
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
Yeah? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There's a certain thread of logic in the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad.
Object.
Damn right. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
Is anyone going to call Mr. White to trial? If anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I see. Objection denied.
What?
The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. They'd be sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up, it helped me, you know. Mr. Your Honor, may I go home?
Of course. Thank you for your time.
Ah.
The witness will stay.
Mia!
Phoenix. Read this note out loud.
Mia, what's this?
Memo, that's right.
Your Honor, if I may.
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Wait, stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list?
Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press.
I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker.
Case closed, Your Honor.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only he knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds a defense. Rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Hey.
Yay! Seriously, who's throwing confetti in these courts?
Keep-eye?
I guess so.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
September 9th.
September
Oh, you go.
September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fae.
I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side.
Glad you made it. Thank you, Pete. You risked a lot to help me and Maya. Won't forget as long as I live. About that.
As long as you live?
My time here is running out.
Huh?
Maya's powers are still weak. Can't stay here that long.
What? No! There's still so much to say!
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Chief!
I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? You come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock.
The office?
I'll see you later.
Chief! Mia!
September 9, 9:02 p.m. Fan Co Law Offices.
Being here, it's hard not to think about that night.
You came.
Mia?
I was kind of worried you might not.
Huh? Of course I came.
Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia?
You should see your face!
Mia!
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya.
Maya?
What? Did I look like my sister?
Look like you were her!
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you?
Maya, why are you here?
Because of this. Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of... Huh?
She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Writing Co offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. No, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? Great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you.
Nick?
Know what this means? We're partners.
You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Writing Co Law offices. Has a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya.
Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching.
Right. Okay, Nick. Let's do it.
Do what?
Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting.
Okay, wait up!
Thank God!
Phew! And that's a wrap to Turnabout Sisters.
A 4-hour stream.
No kidding. I forgot how long that damn case was.
Yeah.
Phew, but we did it.
We did it!
So, that's it for now, folks. We're not going to go any further for now. And we'll probably just limit it to one case per episode.
Yeah.
So, anything to say before we sign off?
It was fun.
It was fun. I love these games.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, folks. That's us signing off. So, till next time. See you later.
Bye.